They can't join our group.
Explosive bargains. That's it?
Entering combat. Entering combat. I need to get closer. I'm out of range. It is too far away.
More like cucks. Hello.
It's a link to my OnlyFans. Here you go, Vixen.
Oh shit!
Dixon, don't look.
It's free.
It's free on Fansly.
I sell Gamer Boy bathwater
Don't drink it. It has salmonella.
and scent of IT nerd.
Hack, you need to get in the market of Game Boy mouse sweat
Gamer
or
Boy
mouse gunk.
pad,
What is it?
mouse cheese.
Ugh.
I wish you wouldn't have said
Gamer
that.
cheese.
The one word I wish you wouldn't have said.
It's
I mean,
funny,
the good thing about-
cheese is like really tasty, but if you add it in front of something else, it makes it like it has the complete opposite effect.
What about cheese sticks?
You like putting cheese sticks in your mouth?
Yeah, but if I said
Hack,
you
hack,
said
please,
cheese,
please,
no,
it
no, no.
was-
You said cheese sticks, but it's got to be like stick cheese. See how that sounds so much worse than cheese sticks?
Was it more like the Hungry Jacks? Oh, not Hungry Jacks. Is it Hungry Jacks? The cheesy nuggets.
Yeah, no, Red Rooster.
People like those.
Yeah, but that's cheesy nuggets, not
That's
nugget
Red Rooster.
cheese.
Okay, yeah, nugget cheese doesn't sound right.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah,
So
but what about
that's what I
nug
mean.
nug
If you-
cheese?
if you
Nug
put-
cheese sounds alright.
Put any word and then follow it with cheese, and it makes that first one sound so much worse.
You want to try some pork cheese?
Milk cheese?
Milk
Goat-
cheese?
Goat cheese?
Oh,
Yeah, goat
I
Goat
mean-
cheese.
cheese actually. Goat cheese goes hard.
yeah, okay. I suppose if you
Roast
okay,
cheese.
if it's from an animal, I guess that I think it has to be some animals though. I wouldn't try cockroach cheese.
Yeah, I feel like we've got enough topic here.
Let's see, I wouldn't try saloon cheese.
Don't think anyone would.
Good man, Pack. Good man.
Hmm?
Someone's got a stream for me.
Oh, fine. You don't want to watch it from
Oh,
my
no.
fucking point of view? Fuck you too, then.
Look, I'll only try once or twice because if this just lags me the fuck out during the fight, I'm not gonna stream it more.
They should have
Sorry.
through Discord.
Hey,
Or something,
Blade.
someone else's
It
own
has,
game.
it has before.
Hey, Blade.
Although if I turn
Hey, Theo.
off the heal numbers,
I got to 1700.
Did you? Who carried you? Kidding. Kidding.
not
I love
you.
you. Yeah, I know. Hey, I said I'd do PvP with
Now
you.
we're on the fucking defensive.
Wait, I said I'd do PvP with you.
Yeah, but you weren't there when I needed you most.
Oh, fuck off.
Sorry,
Sorry, I'm
Hot. So
thinking
are you coming or not tonight, mate?
That against me?
Are you coming tonight?
Yeah, I'm on, aren't I?
Okay, sorry. 2 minutes before raid isn't. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, fuck. Yeah, it was loaded in, so it's taking ages. It's still loaded.
15 minutes.
I think it's because I'm like updating and loading at the same time.
Yeah. Right.
Whoa. Everybody else is here at the boss, ready to start.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm on my way.
I was momentarily in the raid group.
back to the cuck chair with you, Vixen.
Vixen can have my spot. I don't care.
Oh, poor Vixen.
No,
Oh,
it's fine.
straight
Let's
single
go now.
target,
But
eh?
yeah, guys, like again, we invite early for a reason, so we don't have to be doing this at the start of raid. Like we really want to be pulling a minute from now. Okay.
I'll take that once I'm back up.
Ellie's pulling right now.
Yeah. Gotta catch up on lost time.
I'm
Well,
here.
you're a fucking animal. How did you do that?
You put one foot in front of the other, and then eventually you get there.
38 hours. Straight.
Alrighty. Has everyone had a chance to look at their weak auras, make sure they're like turned on correctly, because it's going to be really important for this fight?
Yep.
Alright. So the main one that matters is the foot bomb allocation. So it's completely like random, like because you can't choose who gets which mechanic in which phase and who's which color. So they are dynamic. It's not going to be the same every fight. So you really just sort of got to really watch your weak aura and do the one that it tells you, not the one that's closest, not the one that's convenient, the one that it tells you to do. Okay. Otherwise, you just throw the whole thing out. The other thing that we really want to try to do as much as possible is work through the foot bomb order quickly. There is one of them that overlaps with the screw up. You may need to run out and bait the screw up if you're an eligible target, and then quickly run and do your bomb after that. But as much as possible, we want to keep them sort of churning through and not taking forever to get in. Okay. So yeah, that's just, if you've got an assignment, you've got an assignment, you need to deal with it. Basically, every single person aside from the tanks can be assigned to foot bombs. Okay. So it's an important assignment that everybody kind of gets that done. Can I please have a gate? Saloon, you're going to place the first one. Can you basically shoot it from sort of where I'm standing, like here, just below this marker? And can you aim it like sort of there? Yeah, beautiful. Okay. The trick with this is there's going to be a second gate later on that's placed basically where we are currently, but it's going to gate up to here. So Stetcher, I'm going to get you to place that, but not until like later, just because you will have time to place it. But I think having two of them close together at the start of the fight, because they are sort of in the same spot, that's going to be really bad because people might actually hit the wrong one, if that makes sense. So if Stetcher, I can sort of get you when we enter the second phase and we come back to this position. If you aim your gate basically from where this one is up to sort of on the conveyor belt, like just there, that will be perfect. Okay? No, not now. This is what I'm saying in phase 2. Sorry, I don't want two gates.
Rid of it. I just wanted to check if that's the right spot.
Yeah, no, pretty much slightly further back, like just sort of like basically shoot from where I am and aim it kind of like in the corner there. Yeah.
Like there?
Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, that should be right. Yeah, sweet. And if you just take that down for now so we don't confuse it, but that's the second one. So that you will have a point in time in the second cycle when we come to this side again. You will have time to place it before we get the knockback. So just to watch out for that. Okay, so just remember, for those who didn't get to see it last time, the main thing is the change is the polarity. So it has the Silken Court red-blue mechanic, and that will sort of affect what bombs you soak and all that kind of stuff, because the bombs are color-coded as well. So only blue people can soak blue bombs, and only red people can soak red bombs. And this is why the allocations are so important. So at the start of the fight, and then he keeps changing it periodically throughout the fight, you will be allocated a color. You have 4 seconds to get to the correct side in order to make that work, okay? So please make sure you get into position. Basically, we always want to sort of be stacked on the tanks, more or less. So if one tank's here and one tank's here at the start, you want to stack with your tank and just stay on top of them. So that's actually, you know, going to be visible for other people. You're not going to accidentally run into people. It's pretty important that you stay stacked unless you're doing something else for a bunch of different reasons. One, it's just less likely you're going to collide with people. 2, it keeps the foot bomb locations free, and it makes it easier for the people who do the foot bombs. And it also means you're in a better position to get out for things like the screw up baits and all that kind of stuff. So really, really critical that everybody's sort of stacked in the right position. If you're sort of all out around, it just starts to get really, really confusing, and you might not be able to make it to a soak in time. Something that's important with the foot bombs is they won't necessarily line up with your like colors in terms of the orientation. So just as an example, the red team starts on the red side of this boss here, but one of the red foot bombs is at green. So you will actually have to carefully walk across the line to go get that, and that's why no blue people can be near the green marker. Likewise, too, just don't be on the conveyor belt. Like, try not to get in the way of people. Just clearly have 2 groups separated from each other. Shah, when you're jumping out with your bomb, try to jump on the side that your team is on. So, like, if you're the red person, jump out here. Don't cross over, because if a blue person is out there, and I think you can hit them in the air effectively, like, so you just don't want to risk it. But again, that will change. Like, if you're the blue side person, then obviously you would go, like, if you're blue here, then you would go to that side. So you've just got to sort of consider which position you're in each time. So the goal for tonight, at least in first bit, is to get through the first phase. So sort of just to explain our positions. So when we start, we pull in basically where he is. Blue team will be here, red team will be here. After the first set of beams, the boss will be sort of here, right on the edge. And again, you want to keep that same team configuration. We then need to very carefully walk through to the new position, which will be here, again with the blue team on the outside and the red team sort of on the inside here. Now, when we transition through the center, that's where we've got to be really careful that you don't run onto the wrong, like, person. And the tanks have to be careful about how we're maneuvering the boss to make sure that we don't run into the other team. So really, I would strongly suggest don't use jumps, don't use blinks, don't use any crazy movement ability, because the odds of you jumping onto someone incorrectly it is going to be a problem. Yeah. So just calmly walk through and just, you have little circles around you, so it's pretty easy to see if you're going to hit someone, and just be very careful as you walk. So we end up over here. And we stay here for a couple of cycles of screw-ups. So the screw-ups in this instance, if you're the blue side screw-ups, you'll bait sort of here and you'll let them slide down. If you are the red side screw-ups, you will actively run to the outer conveyor belt and drop them here. Please don't drop them on the inner conveyor belt, because the melee might need a bit of that space, and it starts to interfere with the inventions as well. So the first screw-up bait point is sort of near the green marker and near the skull marker, but on the conveyor belt. The second one is sort of near us here, and the third one's actually going to go in the same spot on its respective sides. There will be a polarity switch just before he does the knockback, and that's where the gate actually comes into it. So if you're blue team and you are a ranged player, you want to stand with your back angled, so above the nipple marker, so that you get knocked like onto the middle conveyor belt. Okay? If you are a blue person and a melee, you want to open up your angle a little bit and angle your back so that you get knocked onto the outer conveyor belt. Yeah? And this is possible. I was testing this the other day in normal. So we're going to use the knockback to get us into the blue positions. If you're the red people, you want to be taking the gate. So you're actually going to stand on this side of the marker, effectively. So you want to be on the door side of the marker, and then as you get sort of knocked back, you want to get knocked back here, and then you can click the gate and go up. You don't want to get knocked towards the blue people, because obviously then we run into each other midair and everybody dies, right? So it's really important that right before the knockback happens, we have a clear separation where the blue team are on this side getting ready to angle, and the red team are on this side getting ready to get knocked towards the gate. So that's the first phase, yeah? So that's our main thing to work on tonight. If we get that working, then we'll worry about other stuff. Okay? All right, let's get cracking. Ranged as well, the screw-ups tend to overlap a bit with your sort of foot bomb stuff starting, so you really have to be watching your timers for that. And the first one does come down very, very quickly, like early into the fight. So your first priority, once we pulled, is to just everybody get onto the boss, get your color allocation, and just stand in the right spot, okay? All right, make sure we've used up the flask. There's still 2 charges in the flask holder. Remember, drink 1, use 1, and then make sure we're using the tempered potions as well.
Is anybody renowned 12 and haven't gotten their hot sauce
Oh
button
yeah,
yet?
they're spicy. There's a guy under the stairs. Once you're renowned 12, if you talk to him, you get a buff that makes you vaguely spicy. All right. Okay. Can I please have the vodka buff up?
We have some lockups, please. Excellent.
Updating my weak aura for a second. I'm done. Right.
All right, make sure you close up, guys. Like you want to be. So remember, you're sort of running towards the boss, and then we can split off to the sides once the allocation goes out. Remember, you don't know what it's going to be until he actually does it. But yeah, you want to be close enough. You don't want to be sort of people hanging out around here. You need to actually come in. Okay. Okay, get ready. Blue on the green side, and everybody else stacked up on the other side. So stack up with your group. Get away from you. Yeah, you got to stack, guys.
Bait drill.
Yep, baits. Great. We'll be working through the bomb allocations. So, Pack, you've got green.
That didn't come up for me at all.
Okay, have you updated your week or recently?
Not today.
Okay, so guys, we have to go through here, so you've got to not run into each other as we go through. Yeah.
Drill coming up.
There is it. Okay, so just in terms of the moving, and this was because the foot bombs weren't getting done, so that was really slow. As soon as the first set of these beams appear, we're gonna move towards the edge, like the transfer section of the conveyor belt. Okay, so we're gonna move up into here. Okay, and then when he does the wire transfer, that's when we come through, and we're aiming to get him here. Okay, with the blue team on the outside. So just to keep that in mind. Pack, can you just double check? Yeah, because Pack didn't do his, so yours will keep refreshing and get stuck. If the person ahead of you doesn't go, it doesn't replace you guys in the order. Yeah. So Pat, can you double check? Can you please go into the Lockenstock channel? Can you check that your settings match mine for that weak aura?
Yeah, I checked them just before we started. They all match those screenshots, and there's no updates for it.
Okay. Can you click on the aura? Like when you click on the aura, it should like the specific aura that you're sort of concerned about, and you minimize your weak aura. So just there's a little arrow at the top of weak auras next to the cross. So if you actually click on the yeah, so you bring that arrow down. Like, is it currently appearing in the center of your screen? The pop warning for that weak aura.
There's a box there with no text in it.
Okay, there's something wrong with your auras there.
Do you want me to uninstall it and reinstall it?
Well, there's yeah, because it should pop up with the sample. Like for example, mine right now is giving me a fake assignment. So if you can't see that, there's something wrong with your display.
Yeah, I just have an empty box there.
Yeah, then something's wrong there. So you should, yeah, and this is true for all of these weak auras, guys. When you test them, actually see where they come up on your screen. And if they're not displaying in a useful way, there is something wrong. Try to fix it before you come to raid, please. Don't just yeah, it's not just going, yeah, there's a weak aura installed. Like, actually look where it is on your screen and if it's showing correctly. Because if it's not, you need to do something about it.
That other one looks like it might work. I might just turn that other one on.
Yeah, but it's not going to give you the timing.
Oh, okay.
It's not going to, that's the secondary one. You
yeah,
need,
right.
You
can't just use that instead. Gotcha.
No, I wouldn't use it instead because the odds of you running and doing run at the wrong time are very high.
Oh, this aura has caused a Lua error.
Yeah, okay, so something wrong with your aura.
Okay.
Something wrong with your...
It doesn't have a good aura. But yeah, can everybody just check that now? That when so if you do what I just did there, so if you go to Sprocketmonger Lockenstock, go down to the one that looks like an exclamation mark that's called assignments and open that up. And if you click on Foot Blaster Soak assignments, you should have a picture in the middle of your screen that looks like the pictures I've put up in the Discord channel. It should look like it should look like this. Okay, is what you should see if your aura is functioning correctly, because that's just obviously without the notes on it, but that's what you should be able to see. If you can't see that, there's something wrong with your aura and you need to fix it now.
Is it basically meant to be a countdown with a symbol, and that symbol is where I go get the bomb?
Yeah, so again, just have a look in the Lockenstock channel. I've literally written a breakdown of what all the numbers and things mean.
Ah, got it, yep.
If I just do the liquid weak aura on its own, I shouldn't have to redo all the anchors and everything.
If you just the Undermine pack, yeah, you should just be able to reinstall the Undermine pack.
Excellent.
No, Saloon, you want to sort of angle it slightly more to the outside because you want people to be able to jump on the conveyor belt. So it's a slight tighter angle. Yeah, that's better.
Do you want it exactly on the conveyor belt?
No. Where that is fine. Maybe slightly further up so people don't immediately push into the hole. Do you know what I mean? Like sort of there. Like that. Yeah.
I didn't press my gate shard. You can't prove that.
Yeah. So if it's sort of angled up there is good. Because in theory the blue people should get knocked to here and here. So they should be nowhere near you as long as the red people just exit the gate and then stand on the conveyor belt. They'll be fine.
That would be such a funny way for me to wipe the raid.
Maybe think about wiping.
Just yell when it's up to date, Pack.
It's good that it happened now and not 20 years in.
Yeah, good thing you
I'm
warned.
just gonna double check that text shows now.
And it needs to be no boxes checked. So it should be correctly turned on by default because it's the most important aura in the pack.
Same thing. I've just got an empty box there again. Can you share your screen?
Okay. Yeah, can you share your screen? It's really that's why I hate weak
Yeah. So that's the empty box just there.
Okay, hang on. Yeah. Yeah, all right. So why is that not turned on? Can you check the upper aura, go up one level to the actual, what does that say if you accidentally got that turned off? All right. Check your Sprocketmanger Lockenstock auras, like you haven't accidentally turned
No,
something off
this
somewhere.
is literally brand new, just downloaded
display.
from the website.
Go to display. Oh, sorry. Go to the aura that we're trying to fix. The one we're trying to fix.
Oh,
So, yeah. And hit display.
yeah, it's on display. No, that's like looks correctly written. I love weak auras. Let me just.
Jesus, so how many dry have you gone here? There's not that many races.
Okay, I might.
I'm
Look,
just
just
gonna
so we're not,
turn like all add-ons off for
yeah,
a
look,
moment.
just so we're not sitting here wasting time, I might just try to call it for you because I have lists on.
Look,
just so we're not sitting here wasting time, I might just try to call it for you because I have lists on so I can see it. We're not sitting here wasting time, I might
That
just
was
try to
weird.
call...
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
that was weird. All right.
Hang. Can you just jump back to the load conditions on it?
Hang on.
Was that
So
like
I was just going through mine. There are a couple on there. Is that a weak aura to remind you which way is left and right?
Yes. I made it myself. Would you like it?
No, I think I'm good.
Have a primary.
Go load conditions. And scroll down. Okay. Yeah, no, that's all correct.
I'll just try to call it live if you've got a pop. You'll just have to really watch the debuff pack though. Like if you need to look at your debuff frames, and if the previous one is like if everyone's still on fire, obviously don't pop it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the way you would in heroic, but I'll just have to call it for you if it's not popping up.
Yeah, all good.
And then we'll try to figure out later. It could be a corruption with one of your like your anchors or your base or.
I'll blow the whole thing away after raid and just redo all of it.
Yeah.
Because now that I know if I can see that text there, it's working, then I can just keep fucking around.
Yeah. And all weak auras for like liquid are like that. They should show up correctly. Like you should be able to preview how they look, and if they don't look right, that's a good tip that there's something wrong with them. Like that's sort of what I mean when I tell you guys to check your auras.
I figured the box was there, so that was working, but yeah.
No. It almost looks like the text, like the box is there, but the text has been like
Something else is hiding the text.
Yeah. Blue to the green side, everybody else to the other side. Make sure you're on the right side, guys. Don't stay on the conveyor belt, clearly one side or the other. Pack, you are a second soak at green.
Yep.
Real.
You're good to go now? Great, get back to your side. Okay, get ready for lasers.
Stay away from lines.
Great, we're moving. I'm at 9 stacks of gunk. That's not correct. Yeah, I shouldn't be at 9 stacks of that.
Nice bomb watcher.
No bonus.
There's your fucking weak aura working.
Stay away from lines.
Alright, open up, let's go again. Yeah, I couldn't move. I was like 9 stacks of the thing. I was so slowed, it wasn't even funny.
Got mine on circle.
Just be aware, guys. The lights come out really quick.
Yes, you don't have a lot of time from when the
Yeah.
targeting beam goes out and when you go. Like, you don't need to move like early and panic. It's okay to just sort of do it. Also, just keep in mind, I will try to yell it out, but keep in mind which tank is like if I'm the active tank, and it will be me. I'll be the person like going through initially.
You're right here.
I pushed the note, but it's not going to be necessarily correct because we had a last-minute change of healers. But I'll push it again.
But yes, there should be one there.
Yeah. So just whichever tank's group And if you're like you guys can run down the outside, there's nothing wrong with that happening. Whichever tank is tanking should go down the mid so the other group can keep hitting it, but you've got to be careful not to like run ahead of me if I'm like blue and you're red. So it's just getting some of the coordination around when to move and when not to move is a bit tricky. And it will change again depending on which tank is red and which tank's blue. But... I mean, where I was standing is not going to get hit by lasers. I'll try to move him earlier, but sometimes I can't because the foot bomb. This is one of the later foot bombs to be cleared, and if there are foot bombs in the way, I obviously can't move him, right? So yeah, it's not. And also, you don't want him here because then all the red people are going to get like stuck, and blue people have to run around. It's like we want to stay in the center line when we're coming through with this one. The other biggest problem there was I also had 9 stacks of the tank debuff, which should never happen. I should never be above 5. So either I somehow got some early, or you didn't taunt.
Who's taking aggro off the rip?
It should be Shah.
Okay, I'm checking the wrong bit. That's probably not.
Alright. And again, guys, our damage is like absolutely spanking. It's not going to be a problem, especially with the buffs keep coming through. Like it's just really, really heavy focus on mechanics right now. I really don't give a shit about your damage.
Also, range, lady, and gents. Don't forget the drills.
Yes, they will happen very, very quickly for the foot bombs. You guys have to bait. So for the first baits, you all just sort of run back from where your current positions are, and that's the first position for the baits, okay? But the first, it's like 12 seconds into the fight. It's really fast. And you all have to bait the first one because we do not know who is going on. Once you've had it once, you can't get it again that phase, so you can start making educated decisions. But if you haven't had it yet, you're always in the bait group. Okay, get to your polarity sides. Okay, pack you a second at green again.
Drills in 4.
Start baiting. Yeah, you good to go pack? Yeah, you just look at the debuff, mate. Go. Okay, the lasers, and then I'll move them after that. Okay. Great, let's get him going. Okay, carefully walk through. And we're going towards the intermediate position here. Yeah? So red on the outside, and blue, he's in the middle here, so I'll pull him back slightly. I'm at 7 stats, Shah. Where's the taunt? Are you not debuff? Yes, so you need to, yes, you are, but remember what we talked about with this is you need to taunt when you hit 0 stacks and I hit 5. Because then I don't have a chance to drop stacks and I'm now permanently slowed and I can't move the boss. So you take you taunt on pull, you'll get like 2 stacks before the first party pack, you go out, you come back, you taunt again when your stacks hit 0, and mine are at 5, okay? And that's the rule the entire fight, okay? So you don't, it won't be you immediately taunt when you have the party pack and you come back in. You just got to wait until that condition is met, yeah? But I can't be sitting at 7 stacks, like I just can't. It will kill me. No. The party pack is irrelevant. If you do it based on the stacks, you will get the party pack. Yeah, don't. That's how you taunt heroic, but the timing is different in Mythic, and this is what we sort of went over the other day. Don't do it based on the party pack. Do it based on the stacks. Okay, get 2 sides. Pack, you are last on skull.
Defensive. Run out.
I'm gonna try to move him up a bit here, so we've got a bit more time.
Oh,
Stay away.
Watch your beam.
Eagle coins soon.
Great. I'm at 6 stacks.
Watch your shadows.
Okay. Oh, don't take the gate. Do not take that. That's not the timing of that gate, please, whoever that was. Yeah, I can move him slightly earlier there. All right. So here we should be, yeah, orange, you're sort of like right here. All right, watch the lines. I'm just going to see if we can do this transition. He's going to change the polarization. So blue team are going to go to the nipple. Blue team go to the nipple. Red, you want to be underneath him. So red are below him at the entrance. Blue are above him at nipple is the transition we have to get to there, okay? I know there's a lot going on.
Activate inventions soon.
Alright, wipe up, let's go again.
Stay away from
Can I ask a positioning question?
Yeah.
So it's for when we're on the nipple side.
I'm just about to clarify all of that, so I might actually answer your question if you give me half a second.
Of course.
So when I move the boss through to here, he's going to be here. The blue team should move to stand on the outside, and the so sorry, can I just have if I'm the boss, right? And can I have imaginary Mayo is the blue team, right? And Toka here is the red team. So this is where we end up after the movement transition, okay? Now, when the final polarity switch happens just before he knocks us back, at that point, the blue team has to be sort of on this side of the boss, up towards the, where we're trying to go, and the orange team has to be below the boss, so sort of on the lock gate side. So when we do the switch there, if you're the red people, you're on the lock gate side of the boss. If you're the blue people, you're on the top side of the boss. But there will always be a switch right before the big knockback happens. So that one we've got to get into position really, really quickly. What happened there was I moved into position. There's a whole bunch of red people just kind of hanging out here. Yeah. So so essentially blue people, you will move from this position up to here. Red people, you really just kind of take a couple of steps inwards on that transition. Does that make sense? Did that answer your question, Celine?
Partially.
Okay.
It's a bit before the phase before that. So we're transitioning across like this platform.
Yeah.
I'm on red side.
Yep.
I bait drills.
Yeah.
Once that's resolved, do I come?
Yep. Where are the rest of the red team? Yeah, where are the rest of the red team?
We're kind of a little spread out at the moment, but we should be here.
Yes, you should. And again, guys, the big number one rule of all of this is don't be on the markers. So to Ark's point there, he has to go across to get that bomb. If there's a bunch of you all kind of clustered around here, he can't get at it without risking like knocking someone off. So you always want to be in one of these sort of safe, even if we're all kind of crowded and we're tight stacked, we're always in one of the safe zones that doesn't have a marker on it, okay? That second set of screw-ups too, make sure that, and the third one, they're baited to the outer conveyor belt as well. We don't want screw-ups on the markers so people can't access them, yeah? But you always want to just, once you've done your bit, you run back into whichever side your group is on a safe marker, yeah? All right.
Question about that.
Early pulls, it's chaotic, so it's going to happen.
When that polarity happens, like right at the end of that pull, is there like a grace period like most bosses like this where you can run through each other?
You have 4 seconds before it locks in, and that happens every single time he does it. So
it stays stacked regardless. Don't spread before the polarity change. You've got enough time to switch sides and
Yeah, and the other thing is those polarity circles, they don't actually do any damage. You can stand on top of each other with them as long as it's the people of the same color. I can see people kind of dodging their own colored people. There's nothing that they're just a visual reminder of where you can't touch other people, right? But your own team, you can all stack within a single circle if that's what you need to do. You know what I mean? That's just an indicator. It's not actually a damage debuff or anything like that. If that makes sense. But yes, you are correct about that. You have 4 seconds. The wiggly lines go out. While the wiggly lines are happening, that's your cue to get into whichever position is yours. The weak aura will also warn you if you're the same color. So it does give you a bit of you're the same color or you're a different color. So you know whether you have to move a significant distance or not. All right, let's go again. And again, as much as possible, guys, just try to walk places. Try not to jump places. Just because you don't know.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Entering visualization generator soon. Red. Sonic Lagoon soon.
Yeah, you get 2 polarities.
Soon.
Don't be on the markers, guys. All right, pack is first at diamond. Go. As soon as it spawns, pack. Great.
Defensive. Run out. Debuff bomb. Activating agents.
All right, wipe it up.
Double bomb.
Stay
Yeah.
away from lines.
So go watch your timings, guys. And again, it's sort of like Smolder on. I would have a quick look for your debuffs, if that makes sense.
It's unstable explosion for the debuff, isn't it?
Yeah, and it looks like a little red. It's like a red. It's a red explosion-looking thing. Like even if the weak aura say like bomb now, I would always just have a really quick check, just sort of like we learnt this on Smolderon. And just it's worth just making sure before you bot people, because that's one of the things that's pretty much a guaranteed wipe. And yes, the drills you have to go out like 4 seconds in advance. You really have to get out there early. You can't delay. Like as soon as you know your polarity too, what Rebuff is saying is correct. You can already just be out there. Like you don't have to go in and then out again. Yes, they will. Any invention on the turret, if you walk straight into them and they're active, they will hurt you. If they're just moving, I don't think they do anything. Like if they're inactive. But yeah, you can save yourself an extra movement. The moment you know your polarity, if you're a ranged person, because everyone needs to bait the first ones, just go out here. Oops, not out there. Huh. Yeah, just get ready to roam.
Is my polarity always going to be red each time, or am I just
No,
getting lucky?
no, it's yeah. It might try to give you the same ones like at the start, but no, it's completely random. You can get it's completely random.
I've
Pax
been
had
red
both,
every
for
time
example.
except for that blue
Yeah,
one. Just
he got
then.
blue that time. Yeah. Can I have Shaman and Evoker, please? But yeah, it's completely random, and it will be different every single pull. It is entirely randomized. And that's why you have to learn both positions. You can't just autopilot your way to the same spot you went last time.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Visualization generator soon. Blue. Sonic Lagoon soon.
So I got blue every time except that one. I'm now red. Yeah. I think the only guarantee is the tanks will always be different colors. Oh, hello. Oh, sorry. No. I'm mine. Yeah, the
You're X now.
tanking. You're now. You should go now. Get out of the beams. Okay, Shao, you're gonna have to get him moving because we're like reverse. Okay. So, yeah, you guys need to back up a bit. He needs to be between us there. So I need a little bit of room to move him, and then I'll flip him over, okay? Yeah.
Activate inventions.
Scrub should be the outer one. Red teamer on me, blue teamer on the outside.
Stay away from lines.
Watch the beams. Whoa, that's a lot of bombs.
Who blew up? The orange bomb that time. Or if you didn't even realize you did it, that's okay.
Yeah. So something that's going to be really critical.
I did it? Was that too
Yeah.
early?
Was the weak aura telling you to? Because I was getting told to go get orange.
Oh, it counted down and said to...
But were you orange or were you a different one?
I'm fairly sure it was orange. Said
orange in chat.
Okay, cool.
Although I had star according to chat, and my weak aura did not pop up at all.
Okay.
Weak aura bosses.
Alright.
My weak aura has popped up at other times tonight, just didn't for that one.
Yeah. It could be one of the things because one person in the cycle's weak aura is fucked. It's like fucking other people. Like, because I think if one person's broken, then it activates someone else. Like, there's a issue with that. All right. So yeah, something that's really important, guys, when we're transitioning between various places, is making sure that you don't run over the foot bombs. Like, generally, the safest place to kind of run through is on these red, like, edges of the conveyor belt, because that means you're never going to run into a bomb, whereas like running straight through one of these sections is probably not a great idea. The other thing too, guys, depending on which tank has aggro, if it's the blue tank, it's really easy for us to pull the boss into the right spot. But if it's the red tank, you're going to need to give us a bit of room because we're going to have to kind of drag him over a little bit and then reposition him. So just don't, like blue team, you want to be on the edge here, not standing in the center. The center is sort of where I'm trying to get the boss. But the tanking was flipped around that time. So yeah, that's all right. All right, let's go again. If it's still being weird for people, I'll tell you which weak aura I'm turning on that seems to be correct, that is making it easy for me to see who's got what, but yeah.
Five, four, three, two.
Visualization generator soon.
Okay. Move straight away with that one too, guys. Don't wait. So Screw Up should be getting ready to bait. Pack your first at diamond. Go. Party pack setting up on me. Try not to pull him over the line, Shah. You want to keep him where he is in the center. And you're going to need to start moving him because I can't. So you go get him going. Yep. Without running into other people. Get him moving. Yep. Alright, I'll taunt him.
Bait 2.
Great. Scrub's bait. That's really too close to melee for you. Had to be out earlier than that. Watch the inventions. No.
Scrubs down the middle line, probably worse.
Yeah, so Scrubs, so remember guys, range, you have to take them to the outer conveyor belt for the second and third lots, not the inner conveyor belt. They never go on the inner conveyor belt until like the third phase. Those ones they need to go all the way out because it has to sort of do with where the foot bombs are spawning and all that kind of stuff and where the team is. So yeah, just really making sure.
Sorry, did a foot bomb go off right at the end there?
Yes, that was a double. That was a double.
Okay, so when it's counting down, it's not counting down my debuff, the weak aura. It's counting down how long I have to do it.
No, it is counting down the debuff. It's just you didn't have enough time because I was too late on mine.
Yeah,
okay, it makes sense.
It updates dynamically,
Cool.
so if the person ahead of you is too slow, it will update. So this is what I was just saying to Pack about, like, just double check the debuff. Just have a really quick look before you pop. Is the debuff still active? Just in case. It takes half a second. It's not going to slow it. Like, at least at this early learning phase, like, it's not going to fuck us over for you just to have a quick look at your debuff pane and go, hey, it's there. The weak aura that I'm actually using, and it might not be useful for people, but it might be, is there is one under... it's the third one down. It's under raid leader lists. I've turned on Foot Blaster soak assignments, and what it is doing for me, and I've just dragged it to the side of my screen. I'll just put this up in raid chat. But what it's doing for me, and this is how I know which one Pack has, is it's telling me which person is which and which polarity they have. Like, it just gives me a little list that looks like that. I'm just keeping that in the corner of my screen, and it just goes in order. So whoever is the top name is the first pop, and so on and so forth. If your weak auras are being weird, maybe that's something that would help a couple of people. I don't know. But again, it doesn't do the actual timers for you, so you still have to look at your debuff. But yeah, just give the debuff a quick little check so we don't get mega pops, okay? Alright. Good, let's try to get to the knockback phase so you guys can see where you sort of have to angle yourself. Okay, get to your polarity. First prior. Don't worry about damage, just get to your place first. Bait, scrubs, you should already be out there. Pack your first at diamond.
Defensive. Run out. Keep up on you. Activating vengeance. Soon.
I'm gonna try to get him moving a little bit.
Sonic Lagoon. Soon.
Watch that line.
Eager coils. Soon.
Great. Shah, you should have him. You need to get him moving through.
It is too far. Bowman coming.
Everyone's position. The boss should be here, Shah. Mate, where is he? Bring.
Have you made it already?
Shah, I need him in position.
Activating vengeance. Sonic Lagoon.
Yeah, you gotta move him. You gotta sort of get there straight away. Get pack up, please. Just so we got the healer up. Yeah, whichever. Just grab a healer. Okay, so switch. So orange below, like red below him, blue above him. Red below him, blue above him. Oh, hang on, I might be one step ahead of myself. Actually, I think I am.
No, that was
switching time.
That was the polarity switch. Someone was.
Oh,
yeah,
I
I did
got
not switch in time. I'm sorry, Benno, if that was me.
That was amazing. I got fucking ping pong.
Alright. Sorry, that was my bad. I'm one ahead of myself. Okay, let's talk about that third one. So with the third set of, so I think we did the second set of screw-ups okay that time. That was the third set. So with that set of screw-ups, we're going to be really tightly stacked. Blue is going to be here. Red is going to be here. That set of screw-ups and melee, I need you to really tight stack because that third set will go on the middle conveyor belt and then the blue ones go on the outside like normal. Okay? So the first set are on the two outers. The second set are on the two outers, but the third are on the left outer and the inner. And then we do the up and above thing. Yep. Yeah, and yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, you can't jump over bombs. You will hit them in the air. They will have collision. You have to just like either run out sideways first so you're beyond them and then jump. Like that will be fine, but don't jump directly over the top of them. And obviously don't just run straight at them either. That's obviously not a good thing.
Sorry, dog had a poo dilemma stuck in his bum. He was dragging
And yeah, with those polarity guys, when the polarity happens, stop everything else you're doing and get into the correct position. Like don't worry about anything else at that point. Just get the polarity right, because that's the thing that's most likely to kill everybody else. You know what I mean?
Is that like next level skid marks?
Right.
Yeah.
The missus like something's wrong with the dog. I'm like, what? Comes in here scooting his ass.
Oh, it's amazing.
Sorry.
No, that was an important break. Shah, based on the taunt timings there as well, I think I will effectively be the person who gets him here, but you're going to have to be the person who brings him through, and just go straight for the correct position, right? Here. Yeah, like you're here. I don't know why you brought him over here. Like he shouldn't have ever been there. Just bring him onto the correct position. Because you will have to do that movement, and then it's largely me after that point. No, it's not. The taunting hasn't changed. The way that the taunting has worked thus far is because of when you'll have to taunt because of my debuff, you will have to be the person that drags him through the hole. Yeah, it hasn't changed the taunting. I am not taunting on Paul. You are taunting on Paul. I've never been like, it's never my job to taunt on Paul. I fucked it up on the first one, but it's not, I should not be taunting on Paul. I should never have aggro until you go out for the first party pack. Just go. Polarity, go straight to polarity. Don't hesitate, just go. Pack your last on skull. Theo, you should have already hit it, mate. You've got to be a lot faster than that. If you're the first one, you have to go.
Activating vengeance. Soon. Sonic Lagoon. Soon. Stay away from lines.
Okay, carefully going through. Yep. Get into position. So blue on the outside, red on the inside. Keep him moving. Yep, that's okay. When I taunt off, get him into a slightly better spot. Scrubs, you should be out there. Maybe you can't get it if you've already had it, so you can use that to your advantage. Watch the lines and watch the rockets. The rockets are deceptively painful in Mythic. I don't know how I got aggro. Alright, keep the same polarities. Oh, yeah, just, yep. So same positions here. Whoa! Okay, so that one's the same position, guys. Red should not be crossing to blue side. I don't know who just fucking murdered my ass.
That was,
but,
I got
yeah.
booped out of
Yeah.
red, into
Yeah.
blue, out of
So you-
blue, back into
You
red.
really got to go early on that, guys. You can't wait.
Blue's fault.
You can't wait. You have to go on polarity. Like, finish, just cut your cast, especially at this early stage while we're learning. Just get used to dropping everything that you're doing and getting your polarity right, okay?
Yeah, if you're red and it says switch polarity, don't stand there. Otherwise you will knock everybody
I got
away.
knocked out of the...
Yes, because someone with the wrong polarity hit you and knocked you off.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
That's what it does. If you touch someone else with the wrong part as from each other as we possibly can be. All right.
So is he picking random people to swap their polarity, and those people
Yes,
need to
every
swap
time
places?
every time he does it, he rearranges all of you, and it's just random who gets swapped and who doesn't.
So you might get to stay, you might get to leave. You need to
Yes,
pay
yeah.
attention to the weak
I've
Yeah.
had both, yeah.
And that's why I think the Weaker is good when it's telling you, like, you're the same, so you go, great, I don't have to do anything, you know.
You've got the sound pack, your
Oh,
announcer will
that's
be
why
like,
it's
swap
same.
polarity,
Okay.
Yeah,
same
so
polarity.
same means if you were blue, you're staying blue, or if you're red, you're blue. If it goes red and saying switch polarity, you've got the other one, so you need to get to the other position, and really quickly. Rebuff, your gear is very much about to break. Yeah, same means same. So that one, generally, you won't even have to move anywhere at that point. And yes, there is a beam that connects to you. You can actually see which color you are.
I think I heard mine say same like right after you said something, and it fried my brain for a moment. I thought my game was
Same,
agreeing
bro.
with you or something. Yeah, the game was like same, and I was like, what? What did I miss?
Is it like a weird text-to-speech? Like, I didn't place it at first.
Mine's
Yes.
the female announcer. She just
the
says same
regular-
polarity or switch.
It's the regular liquid text to speech.
Yeah, and just really be careful about dropping the screw-ups in the wrong spots, guys, because that killed a tank, so generally not.
Switch your polarization generator soon.
Ooh, okay. Just go.
Sonic the boom soon.
Get your polarity sides. You're gonna have to slightly correct this position, but that's okay.
Bowman coming.
Pack your second on green.
It's not ready. Arrow party pack soon.
You safe? Yep.
Defensive. Run out. Activate inventions soon. Sonic the boom soon. Ether coils soon. I'm out.
Great. Get him through. Get him into position. Go, go, go. Just stop going that far out sideways. You can afford to come through. And you need to be. Yeah, he needs to be a lot further up, mate. He needs to be here. He's here. He's here. Then get out of this mid. You need to go back to your side so the blue team can actually get in and hit him, please.
Bowman coming.
These, okay, so Shah, I need you to pull him back to, like, I'm just going to taunt him to put him in the right spot. You take him back now. He needs to be, like, in the center of this area. Drills have to way too late.
Stay away.
Am I
Okay.
in the right spot? Blue's supposed to go here, right?
No, not yet. No, not yet. That was that's only on the last polarity switch, okay? We spend two like rounds in the same spot, right? So when we come through, blue team goes to here. He switches the polarity again. Blue team just stays here. The last set of screw-ups happening. Then he will do another polarity switch, and that's where we either go up or above him or below him.
Okay. I
Yeah?
thought during the first polarity switch we switched to.
No. I made a mistake on that the first time. No. It's the third overall polarity switch. The second
Alright,
on
no
this
worries.
side. Yeah.
You
So-
put a photo in the Discord on the chat Cycle 1, Cycle 2,
Yeah,
Cycle 2. I've just got that on my second screen.
Yeah, I have it on my second monitor. It's actually really helpful.
Yeah,
and I'm just
yeah.
checking it every single pull. Yeah.
Big man, second monitor.
Yeah. Yeah. So where I need you to get him, Sharp, if you're the red tank, because it is harder if you're the red tank, if you can just run him to like just here, right? The problem is at the moment, because he does stop moving, for some reason you're taking him out sideways and then like getting stuck on that square. But why are we ever there in the first place? Just come through and get to here. When it's my turn to taunt, I will back him up slightly and keep him in position. And once he's in the center here, he doesn't need to move. Like he stays there for quite some time. So I just really need you to get straight through and get him sort of about here, okay?
I didn't realize on that last set of bombs, the thing was like,
pops up.
You can pop X now, and I was like, X isn't around here. That's
Yes.
way
So
the
that
fuck
so
up
that
there.
third set, the third set in that first phase are the two immediately near the boss and the two at the far side here. Now, the way the weak aura is written and the way the prior order is written is that healers and melee will always try to give you the melee bombs, right? So the ones that are close to the boss. Okay, if you're ranged, particularly if you're mobile range, you will likely be assigned to the two furthest ones, particularly if we have to do a big running one and you're like, so Raw and Watcher, I know how I've written this, it's very likely to be you guys getting those ones. The other two people it's very likely to be for the really running around ones are the hunters. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, so it's a square, and then it's like a dog leg for the first three patterns.
Is the polarized Castro blast? Is that just people hitting each other?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about that. At the moment, people are just no, don't. It's not going. It will be generally consistent, but it will never be identical arc. So just always go off the weak, or don't make assumptions. Don't ever assume that you're always going to get the same one. And yes, the way that it's written, Blade 2, you shouldn't really have one yet because you'll be on some of the later allocations. Oh, that's been like really quiet. I don't know what you're doing there. Polarities, get to sides. Okay, someone with blue went completely to the wrong side there, guys. Don't make assumptions. It's not always the same. Oh, sorry, pack your first on. Sorry, that was so scuffed I didn't get a chance to look at. Okay, just wipe it up. That's a shit show. Alright, why am I getting party packed? Just to check, are the tricks going on Sharp?
My tricks are going on Sharp.
Are any misdirects going on me?
Not talented it.
Okay, cool.
Did you want me to?
No, it's fine. I just want to make sure that they're not going on me. That's all.
How did I?
Yeah. No, that's not helping. Yeah, but.
Yeah, I won't target the boss then. I don't know how I'm hitting him, but I'm doing task
it definitely
things,
seems to be you though, because it's gone off a couple of times now. So I don't know what it is. All right.
Do you want me to misdirect to any of the tanks or no?
Oh, not if you're gonna have to drop, like if you're gonna have to do weird things to talented.
No, I naturally have it in my build. For
then yes, then you should stick it on Shah on the opener.
Okay.
Please. And yeah, and just we'll try to fix the pull thing so that we don't get weird.
Yep, I need to go back to the bus.
Alright, so keep an eye on your polarity, guys. Don't make assumptions. It could be either one. Get to your polarity immediately. Good. You should be baiting screw-ups if you're ranged. Pack you up third on X. Pack to be good to go now. Yep. I'll just have to hold him here so we don't get... I did not see that. No, I wiped that up. That was I didn't see. That was just a visual thing on my behalf. That was my fault.
I swear that beam is killing me
Yeah,
because
no,
I
the-
was standing near it 2 seconds
Yeah,
ago.
it
Fuck,
was.
every
That was
time
really hard to
you
see.
pull
Under
me,
that
I
kind of
have
like
not been in it. That's bullshit.
Activate inventions. Sonic boom. Soon.
Real issue.
Yeah, the beam is wider than the
Yeah,
than
you
the
have to
little
spend a bit
animation
of.
looks.
I'm so glad.
No,
this
that
game's
in
so
my case,
far.
literally, it like blended into the red line on the. I physically couldn't actually see it. Like it wasn't that I thought I was clear. I genuinely didn't see it, and then I was like, no, there really should be one here. And I was like, yeah, because it's cooking me alive. Yeah, the map is helpful too. The other week where I spoke about that I put in the channel, you can kind of see, like, you can plan yourself mentally which one you have to run to. But yeah, I definitely suggest after tonight, like, go do some configuring of your weak auras and make sure they set, like, up in a way that makes sense to you without sort of overloading your screen. But it's really important everybody gets that set up. And just remember, if you're always the first, like if you're the first foot bomb allocation, it's really important that you go very, very quickly. But do your screw ups first. Don't run them through the group. Like, it's okay to have a bit of overlap there if you get unfortunate timing.
Pack first. On purple.
Defensive. Remote. Activate inventions. Out soon. Sonic baboon. Soon. Stay away from lines.
Get Solat, please. Shah, you're taunting too early, mate. You're not letting your stacks drop. Wipe it up. You cannot taunt until you hit 0. You're taunting way too soon. And so you're getting ridiculously stacked and then I can't drop. So remember, the taunt condition is you at 0 stacks, me at 5. That's when you do it every single time. If you don't have them turned on, I would blow up the tank co-auras and put them on your screen. Yeah. But that also explains why I've been getting the party pack and why it's been so weird, because I think you've been doing that every time. So based on that timing, I think I basically sort of can get him through to about here, like where Timmy's body is, and then you would taunt and sort of drag him the rest of the way.
I saw that
I will drop a
sped
feast.
up bear form. Really?
Yep.
He was zooming.
So close to.
I'm out of range.
I'll
And check your flasks and stuff as well. Make sure you're rejiggered. The feast is down in their star. Yeah, so just again to clarify with the drills, that's a good point from Vixen. You need to look for the timers on that, and that'll come with more practice. But again, use the knowledge of whether you've had it or not to your advantage. So if you get the first set, you're done for this phase. You can just stack with the tanks, you don't have to worry about it. If you didn't get the first set, you know that you're a candidate for the second, and if you didn't get the second, you're pretty much guaranteed to get the third. So just like make sure that you are keeping an eye on whether you've had it or not. And the weak aura should tell you as well. I think it says like no drills if you're good. But otherwise, yeah, you want to move like way earlier. If you move when DBM or whatever says the drills are happening, it's already too late. Backlight Vocal buff, please.
That's a good point, Vixen. I'll try to call him a little earlier. I've been calling him at 3. I'll try to go a little earlier.
Sorry, I was doodling.
I think Rebuff just had a little disconnection thingy. Okay.
Oh, God damn it.
Try to get out if you can.
Doing well.
Yeah.
Try to get out if you can.
I just logged back in, motherfucker.
You're pushing me back in.
Literally,
I want out.
They call me
Just
the
log back in.
They call me the gatekeeper pack.
What is that? Okay, I'm gonna have a look at what that
Just
is.
have like some.
No, that
aura or
was
something.
me bumping my keyboard.
Although, allegedly, looking at... Was that White 14? Was that... Because White 14, that was, Soul was the only person who did damage to the boss. That was a sneaky old flame shock.
Oh, nice, Soul. Most damage. Top pick, yeah. That's a top pass right there.
Oh, dear.
You're going to be
just see-
demoted to the one-button hunter mouse soon, really.
Yeah.
Oh, is that like the step down from the cuck chairs? You get assigned the one button rotation.
So they can't right-click the boss.
Buffs up,
Roy,
please.
Are you We Have Org? On detail?
And can we have mage, please?
Mate, the orc's buffing you, and then you're just getting fire beamed.
I know. Guess we know who you're not buffing
It's a
anymore.
waste of ebonite.
4, 3, 2.
Bodies. Attack your first diamond.
Defensive. Run out. Activate inventions soon. Son of the Gloom soon. Stay away from line.
Watch those beams.
Eagle coils soon.
Make sure I've got room to come through. Red people, get out of my way. Yeah. Get out of my way. Go on. Get into position. Blue on the outside, red on the inside.
Screw up soon.
Great. Get him in the middle. That's perfect. That's great. Leave him there. You're good. I will move him back a little bit.
Stay away from lines.
Why is he on me? Switch, check the polarities. Guys, you gotta get in position. These people, get out of my way.
Scrubs in 3.
Activate inventions soon.
Okay, watch the big stuff. Don't get stunned. Don't get pulled. Okay, so something that we have to be really careful about with the big suck there. Blue team on the outside, you can't get sucked into us. You actively have to run against it. Everybody has to run against it, obviously. But blue team, you really can't let yourself slip for even a second because you will get pulled through.
Yeah, I was red and got changed, and I got knocked into you because I was stunned by a screw up in the group.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
my bad.
So again, it's just everybody getting to the right things. In generally, priority is going to be like get screw ups into the right spot, deal with your foot bombs, and then get into polarity positions. You have to do a bit of a loop-de-loop around to kind of get back. That's better than trying to go through people. But yeah. I also shouldn't have had the party pack at that point anyway, so it was unusual that I had that.
Would Blessing of Freedom help with the slow from?
No.
the
No. That was the taunting was completely fucked up. I think I ripped aggro at one point. It shouldn't have gone like that.
Oh, but either way, if you guys get slowed and out of position, will a Freedom help recover?
No,
it
I
for?
got knocked back. That wouldn't, and I'm trying not to charge because I don't want to. I was in charge range, but I don't want to charge onto everybody and then have charge put me behind the boss and kill everybody on the other team. So I just needed to walk, and it was just there were two blue people who were physically in front of me. And I couldn't charge through them. It wasn't a slow issue. It was I physically can't move.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Was the map fucked for anyone just then? Because I had 8 bombs all across it with like paddling pack.
Get screwed once people start dying.
Yeah, I think it goes to shit because basically what happens when I write the weak aura, I give it a priority order, and it picks whoever the best candidate is in that priority order as long as they meet the criteria. But the moment people start dying because you need 12 debuffs in each phase, it doesn't have valid targets because it also has to match colors as well. So once you have enough people dead, it's fucked because you've got a bunch of people carrying the debuff, and then there might be no people who are blue, let's say, who are available to take the soak because half the team's dead, and then the other candidate's like a tank. You know, it's it overwrites itself. Yeah, it's the same with the screw ups. Like once, this is why we have to take range. Once people are dead, it's just gone. Like you just can't have people die. Polarity, go straight. Pack your second on green. Pack your second on green.
Sorry, I thought I saw one go off already.
No.
I don't have anything.
For
to
the
count.
debuff. You do have the debuff though. That's base UI.
Yeah, I thought I saw it. I tried to make a weak aura up before to make it easier to see, but I couldn't get it to work.
Did you turn on the raid lead aura that I gave you? Did you turn that one? It actually really does help. Like that's how I'm calling it.
Okay.
Activate inventions.
Yeah, so if you go to your weak auras and you go to the third one down, it should be called raid leader list.
In the liberation of under.
Yeah, obviously in the liberation under Sprocket. Same place all the other auras are. Yeah, and in that it has foot blaster soak assignments.
Yep.
Yeah. Just uncheck never, and that should give you. You can see what it looks like in the little. I put it in raid chat what it looks like, but it literally just gives you a list, and you just read it from top to bottom.
Cool.
Like the first name is the first bomb, and whichever one they have. The bars will also count down as well, so it will actually kind of give you a rough timer, which might help you a bit if your other one isn't working.
Yeah, cool. Let's see if this one at least works. That might not because I just see another empty box. So.
Okay. I think your anchors or something might be broken, or like you have to move text separate to your boxes. I don't know, but yeah, that's really tough. All right. Can I have priest and evoker?
Did you want me to take 5 to just reinstall everything, or just do it later?
Oh no, I'd rather have people pulling. We can just call it.
Can't you just take him out of the assignments?
Yeah, but that's going to take me 10 minutes to rewrite. Like, it's not actually an easy aura to write, sorry. Yeah, I can try to do that, but it actually probably would be faster just to reinstall if we're going to go that route.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Polarities go. Straight to position. Get ready for baits. Pack your last on skull. That's number 1. That's number 2. That's number 3. You'll have the next one. I'm at 6 stacks, Shah. You should already have the taunt. Move him. Just calmly walk to your positions, guys. Don't run. Don't freak. A little bit further back. Good. Okay. You need to back him up towards your thing. Why is he on me?
Best test badge yet.
What marker did you just have, PK?
Nipple.
What? Okay. Do you have that little map thing turned on?
No, I do, but I wasn't looking at it. I was just going off the big thing in the middle of my screen.
I think
I was late. hitting it, like quite late hitting.
Yeah, I could tell because I stood at mine for about 10 seconds before you popped it.
Yeah, I couldn't find it.
I had star on my screen, like the big text chat. Then on the minimap, I swear it said nipple. So I don't know if something's not quite right, because I think that's about the second or third time I've noticed that.
I think you got to ignore the
Yeah, just go by what's on your screen, not in the chat.
Yeah, don't look at
not
the
the
chat.
chat, like that the little map that has the 8 locations on it.
Oh.
Yeah. I think the other problem is too, like if one person has a broken aura or like it's sometimes like it's because it's assigning off everybody, it might fuck like everybody, which is a little bit unfortunate. And anyway,
Your aura is 5 versions behind.
that also probably
the
doesn't
aura
help.
updated.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Discord.
Yeah. So guys, like when I say check your auras and update them before every raid, I feel like we've learnt this lesson now. We can just do it. All right. Can I have vote buff up, please?
Enter your stabilization generator soon.
Get you clarity. Drops, get ready.
Is last, let's go.
Tuned force.
Nah, it's fucked. Wipe it. I'm doing a lot. I'm just doing a lot more damage than you are. I'm sorry, but that's just math. Like there are points I'm nearly tripling what you're doing. I will try to pull my punches.
Would swap into the other hero talent.
Yeah, I could do
Because
that.
Demolish is like that mass up front. Like I'm going to.
Yeah, but
now
I'm
with a-
losing it midway through pulls as well, and that's not a demol. Like, yeah. All right. Just give me a second to switch talents.
You'll
Yeah,
still,
just give me a
like,
second.
consistently do the same, like high damage, but at least it's not in that big snap threat mode.
Yeah. I'll Oh fuck.
How are your legs, really?
Yeah, pretty good. I think I might have like a torn ligament in my left.
Hmm.
So it's a bit of a sausage. But it's going down quickly, so it could be alright. And I've got some pretty gnarly blisters, but aside from that. Yeah.
No
Cracked my
diarrhea
head on
this
an
time?
overhang.
Tape held up.
What was that?
The nipple tape held up.
I don't use nipple tape, dude.
He's a lube man.
Just leathery.
No, they're well calloused.
Raw dogs.
Yeah,
those
so
are-
leathery.
Yeah. No. The shirts, running shirts these days are like normally in a material that stops from chafing.
Can't you just like cut holes around them and let them?
You
through?
can. Yeah.
What? Mate, those diamonds cut their own holes.
I've talked to people who've run with their cock out because they've been chafing on the end of their knob and they needed to deal with it, so they just whipped it out and they started running.
That's ironic because I got written up at work for running around with my cock out. And I tried this chafing excuse and it did not fly well with
Reba,
Daryl.
You need to take out ultra running, man, because you can whip your cock out, you can shit yourself, you can piss, just while you're running along. No one cares.
To be fair, Watch has seen the length of my shorts. I run the risk of unintentionally running with my cock out every single day.
I'm glad you said length of your shorts.
Yeah,
because I thought
yeah.
that was going somewhere else real quick.
I was ready to
Not
back
the
away
length of
out
the
of it.
cock, it's the length of the shorts, mate. If your shorts are short enough, any length can fall out.
I made a big miscalculation 3Ks in though, is that I was running with a bunch of people who were like 5'5", 6-ish, and we were going through a tight section, and I was like keeping my eye on my feet in the dark, trying not to trip over. The overhang was like 5'8".
Right. Concentrate on the boss and less on Reli's dick. But that's an after activity. I'm not going to stop. Yeah, I know. It's just
Burned into my mind.
I just had stolen valor.
Polarity.
Talking about my cock.
Your first diamond.
Defensive. Run out. Activate inventions. Soon. Sonic baboon. Soon. Stay away from lines. Baby coils. Soon.
Give me space to come through.
Watch your blasters. Soon.
Great. Stay on your side and then into position. Alright, great. Shall get back on the other side. I will flip him. Can you just move so the rest of us can get in?
Activate inventions. Sonic baboon. Soon. Stay away from lines.
Polarization change in 3.
Okay, watch your polarization.
Bomb incoming.
Blue. Ugh. Gotta move earlier than that, guys. I can't get back to the boss. Shark, can you back him up closer to the edge? The red people have nowhere to stand. You need him closer to the conveyor belt, please. Thank you.
Stay away.
Watch the rockets and don't get sucked. You have to run against it here.
Giga coils. Soon.
Alright, I think
Is
that's
there a red still lingering in the blue side there? Because
Yeah, there was. So that polarity
there was
switch,
some
guys.
blues in the red as well.
Yeah.
I got bonked onto one of the bombs.
Yes, there was a bunch of people who got knocked at the start. So that one really, you have to get there super quickly. Yeah, that one, like, you just get to your site, and if you can't, if you realize, oh shit, I'm not in the right spot, and you know things are going. No, because it's not always. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant as long as you just do it fast enough. It doesn't matter which way you go. And if you realize you're too slow, just very carefully walk around the outside and a safe area, and don't just blaze through things. But there is no need to do it clockwise,
You're not
anti-clockwise.
polarized while it's
Yeah.
switching, so you can just sprint through the middle
Yeah.
of the boss.
As soon as he does it, you can
get to
start
the other
running. And remember, guys, you can run straight through a boss. You can just run through his legs if you need to do a swap. And yeah, Shah, just if you've got the aggro there on your blue side, you need to just pull him back a little bit because the red people basically have nowhere to stand between the conveyor belt and the boss without hitting. Yeah, oh yeah, everyone was getting thrown around, but yeah. But again, it'll depend. If you're the red tank, it's not your problem, so it just depends.
Do you get thrown around like randomly? Like it
No,
doesn't matter
you get
which,
thrown
like,
around
way the-
because you hit
No, it's
someone
directional
hit
to
you.
the other person.
Yeah,
Direction of
and
the
it's
other
it's
person?
it's absolutely the standard WoW knockback rules. If you guys like kiss, you'll both get thrown towards your asses. If someone hits you from the side, you'll like get thrown in the. Yeah. All right.
Someone hit me from somewhere here. But there
Oh
was
yeah,
no one there.
there was a big bounce at the start, which bounced like 4 additional people, and then again, once you start bouncing, it's almost impossible to stop, and there's not really much to be gained by going who bounced who where. Like just move during the polarity faster, and if you
Yeah.
can't do it fast enough, then wait and then walk around, even if you have to walk around in your melee, and that sucks, you know. Just don't hit you.
Visually, just felt like no one was there.
Polarity, get straight there.
Foot blasters. Soon. Bomb incoming.
Attack your second on green. That was the first one. You good?
Defensive. Run out. Activate inventions. Soon. Son of the wind. I'm out. Eagle coils soon. Watch your step.
Don't take the gate there, guys. Really important, because you're going to be debuffed when you need to take it next. Get into position. Char, get on the other side, please, so that these guys can get through. I will correct the boss when I have to.
Activating inventions. Son of the wind soon.
That's a new benchmark.
Change the polarity in 3.
Right, I'll move the boss. Switch, go, go, go. Just get to your position. Again, if you have to go around, go around. Blue! Who was that? Who just jumped at the boss?
Son of the wind soon. Activating inventions.
Char, you're going to have to move him as soon as you've got the taunt. You should have the taunt now, and you need to back him up.
Stay away from lions.
Oh, that was you that knocked through. Yeah, gotta watch it. All right, go
Yeah, it's a
again.
bit unlucky the way you almost snuck through, but just I think clipped some people.
Oh, you clipped me, and then I shadow stepped to save myself and clipped.
Yeah,
three
and
other people.
and it knocked me out, and then the boss went in a weird spot because I got thrown.
My habit of automatically hitting shadow step when I get knocked needs to not
Yeah.
happen on this buff.
Yeah, oh, it's so hard not to charge. I'm like, don't fucking charge, like hands off the keyboard, because it's so tempting to just get back to the boss, you know. And again, guys, yeah, at this point, like, a damage is actually not an issue. Where we are with the damage on that one, yes, corrector. The first one wants to go as fast as possible because everybody else is delayed after that.
I think that set of bombs there, the Wigoro is really going pretty wacky because it was telling me to go to star. I think Shady went to star. Maybe
Said watch
Theo
it a
went
one
to
as
star.
well. I was like,
Yeah,
what?
I was meant to go to X, but I went to Star because it was like reddish and the area looked reddish, so
Oh,
I kind
okay,
of
okay. That makes
mistook
more
it.
sense.
Yeah, my
No,
bad.
that's right. I thought we both had star, and I was like, oh god, but no, that's
No,
fine.
no, I had
Okay,
X.
so the aura's fine. It was just a misread.
Yeah, I just
Okay.
missaw. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, cool. Never mind then.
Yeah, that one will try to assign Watcher and Raw to the far ones if it can. Like, that's the way
Yeah,
that
it's
it's written, that
fucking
third one.
worst.
But sorry. But if it can't pick those two, it'll just start picking ranged at random. So yeah.
Is there any chance that we can swap Raw and I on that list though, so he gets Skull and I get X?
No, they're different.
Not necessarily, because it depends on your polarity. Me reversing the names doesn't change your polarity. Yeah.
You can switch me in. I probably get there easier.
Yeah.
And probably still hit.
Basically, all I can do is say, try to put it on these people if you can, but there's no guarantee it will. So,
Yeah, that's right.
Battle res question.
Yeah.
If we battle res someone, are they going to have their previous polarity or no?
I honestly don't know. I would be very
Okay.
careful about when you
Because
battle res.
I rezzed Shah when she went down, and I thought,
Yeah,
oh, this
I would
is
assume. I would
Yes.
assume you keep it. I would
Oh,
assume you keep
okay.
it.
Yes,
It would
you
make sense.
100% keep it. So if
Yeah.
like someone goes down, then someone who has the same polarity has to combat res.
Yeah. So if you go down and I call for your res, can you if I say we're resing Shah, can you yell out what color you are? And then if she yells blue, one of the blue side reses needs to get up, or vice versa. But yeah, if I call your name for a res, not just you, Shah, like anyone. If I call someone for a res, can you please sing out your color so that we don't drop you in the wrong place and kill everybody?
That would be pretty funny though.
Yeah, that would be funny.
Watch your step.
But yeah, just as much as possible, trying to calm it down. There's a lot of headless chickening, which is fair enough. It's new, but that's what we're trying to do. Polarity. Get ready for foot bombs. Pack your last on skull.
Yeah, my map hasn't loaded.
Yeah, the map's just a backup. I wouldn't get too excited about it.
Activating inventions soon. Son of the wind soon. Stay away from lions.
To me, red people back up a bit so I can squeeze through. I can't get through if you guys are there. Yeah. You got to steady your side of it so that the blue people have a way to get through.
Screw ups in 3.
Yep, be already baiting if you are a viable target range. Here they come.
Activating inventions. Son of the wind.
look for the. There'll be rockets here as well, so just don't get hit by them. They're really important.
Polarity in 3.
Foot blasters soon.
That's gone for shit. I got aggro again. No, but I had like 8 stacks, which means there was an aggro problem. That should never happen.
Soon.
Shaking out your bones. Breaking limbs for science.
Yeah,
It happens on the change.
Yet.
Hey.
Oh shoot. The foot bombs, like it's like polarity change and then it comes out. You gotta
Yeah.
look like where it
It's
is.
quite fast. So yeah, just get your polarity really, really quickly and stacked up so you're not accidentally standing in the wrong place, and then deal with foot bombs.
Will the foot bomb? Sorry. Will the drill things go away if I just start buggering off to X early? Is that kind of overlapped with that, or am I just? I feel like I baited and then.
It just depends if. Yeah, I guess it depends if you're a viable target.
If the bombs take too long, it starts to overlap then with the screw-up drill.
Yeah, I think it
Is
gets
what I was
all
finding before. Was I was
wonky.
standing there trying to get to my point, but it happened. It took so long that I didn't get to do my bomb because I had to go bait.
Yeah.
Shark, can we try something different? I'm gonna do the party pack. So when you pull him, did you see the timing that I'm moving him? So basically, as soon as the you take aggro, so as soon as I leave to do the party pack and you've got aggro, you want to pull him up if you're on blue side to like here, if you're on red side to here, and but you have to move him straight away because he gets really wiggly, and then should be back in time to taunt, and I'll be the one who moves him through the gap. Let's just give that a try.
That means all misdirects and shit go on Ori now.
Yeah, all misdirect switch to me, please.
Confirm the weak aura counts down and then says now when you're supposed to step on the bomb, right?
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought so.
As well, just on that second bit, when you're baiting the screw ups, can you just try and stay away from the star marker?
Yeah, screw-ups should never be on any of the marked circles, guys. If you need to hook around a corner, put them on this area. Like, you should never be on a marker or on the boss. They have to go outside. All right. Can I have Shaman buff up, please?
Slack ass shamans.
Visualization soon. Red. Sonic Lagoon.
Polarities.
Soon. Foot blasters soon.
Pack your first diamond.
Bowman coming. Soon. Armor party pack soon.
Screw-up should be already out.
Torrent burst.
Yep.
Activate inventions soon. I'm out.
I need to pop the bomb, please, please.
Stay away from blood.
Got him.
Watch your
Moving.
soon. Bowman coming.
Okay, get to positions.
Because I'm dead, my time is gone. Someone else needs to call.
Screw ups in 2 seconds. 1 second. Now.
I need to try and get to blue.
Did blue say now? My star said now.
No, someone walked over blue that shouldn't have.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just remember, don't go early. Don't go out of order. Like, wait for the order to go through. As I said, the raid leader lists are really fucking useful to see what's going on.
If the person who's meant to be soaking before you doesn't go, the weak aura pauses your count.
Yeah,
Doesn't
it should-
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah,
red
don't-
side. Red side, when this boss gets pulled here, all of red's coming here, and Sol got blocked off from X bomb.
Yeah, so it's
So
as I said,
red,
guys.
you need,
Please run. Always like move along the lines, and then just never make sure that someone always has a clear path to the football marker from all sides. Okay, people need to have full access to the football markers because there are ones where you have to cross the side. The blue person has to come across the red side. So either be very clearly on like this one. Sorry. Either like be very clearly in this safe one or very clearly in this safe one, but don't be hovering here. That's the worst place you can be. Okay, you've got to always be off the football ones. And yes, always return to the stack. Don't just hang around wherever's convenient. You always go back to the next stack point. We cannot have people randomly standing around in places. I believe you have really busted gear. There is a repair back at the door. It's just having a quick look at that. Clarity, go. Practice second on green.
Activate inventions soon. Sonic Boom soon. Stay away from lines.
So he's probably a bit too far over there, Shah. You want to put him right on the edge so that the orange people don't have to cross the line to get to him. I'm going to taunt him and I'm going to move him. Stop running at me, guys. Stay on your side. This person, get on your side. You will move him back when you taunt Shah, but not before.
Activate inventions soon. Stay away from lines.
You want to don't taunt. You taunted too early. Remember, it's one tank tanks all the party packs. That one you need to let me have the party pack, okay? Yeah, that one, there's a weird little, he didn't stack me. I think I ran out of his range, so I had one less stack. So that one just let me take the party. Again, the aim is to always put them on me while still following the stack rules, yeah? And yeah, guys, just if you're a blue person, like, try to run, like, you got the outside position on that transition. There were people standing, like, here. The red people have nowhere to go. You need to give them space, yeah? Blue is probably the easier position on that one. So just, yeah, you got to... Can someone run past me if they have the opposite color without running into some other shit? If they can't, then you're in the wrong spot. Yeah? Kill gears about to break.
That was a good one, Raw.
Thank you.
We're sticking with two-piece.
Oh, is that actually better?
For a clip, like for a log, if it was myth, maybe, but no.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Polarity. Practice second green.
Taunt first. Activate inventions soon. Sonic Boom soon. Stay away from left.
Oh, someone dropped a scrub in the middle of the room. Okay.
Watch your step soon.
Yeah, no, I got hit by a screw up because someone dropped it in the tank pot. Get back, get back. Yeah, sorry, I can't taunt when I'm stunned for 9 seconds.
Yeah, the bait's out can't take 5 business days to get to the edge of
No,
the room.
yeah,
That
guys,
was
you gotta
just
go.
a particularly messy one. That one.
Yeah, you got to learn the timing. Look at your weak auras. There is one in the weak aura. If you look at the circles one under circles, one of those is screw up. It will literally put a circle in the center of your screen that counts down from 4 seconds. As soon as you see that circle, you should already be running to the bait point. If that helps anyone. Yeah. Again, I know it's a lot of visual stuff, but yeah, it can be worth having that on your screen just so you can see how long you have. And again, customize your UIs, guys. Like, make things bigger. If you know that you suck at remembering to bait the screw ups, make the screw up thing big. So or like add a creepy moan to it so you pay attention to it. It's at the back, that's all. So yeah, whatever you're sort of doing, yeah, just whatever you have to do to remember that. I can't call it. It's too much shit. Like, that has to be a ranged responsibility. It's not something that everyone can always call for. You have to look at your own shit.
That's my bad.
And you'll get better at the timing. Like, as we get used to it, you'll get used to knowing, okay, like, start thinking about in phases. I do this, I taunt this, I move over here, that bomb goes off, then I'm at the screw up. Like, just learn it as a series of steps and it will become a lot easier. All right. Let's just with the last few pulls, just really let's see if we can get that through that last sort of set of bombs so we can actually see how the knockback works.
If I have a
Because
blue
once we've
circle on me
done
and I
that,
stand on
oh sorry, yeah, go on.
if I have a blue circle on me and I stand on the blue bomb, can I pop it?
What do you?
Oh, sorry, opposite.
Yes, you can still pop it. It's just worse.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not going to stop you doing it. It's just, yeah, it's not good. I think it actually does extra damage if you mix up the polarities. Not that it really matters. It's a one shot one way or the other. But...
3, 2.
Polarity. Practice second at green.
Stay away from lands.
I call it the green noise.
Protocols soon.
Let me get him into position, guys. Don't run into me. I am red. Okay, we're good. Leave it on me till the party pack activates.
Stay away from lands.
Should go. That's on me now. Great. Okay, go to your positions. Don't get sucked into the red people, blue team. Watch the suck. Watch the suck. Don't get sucked up. Watch the rockets. Great. Okay, he's gonna transfer. Stay where you are. Leave it on me till the party pack happens. And then drag him back a little bit, Char. Okay, so this is blue above him. This is blue above him, orange underneath him. Okay? No, the knock is gonna happen. Yeah, good. Okay, so, okay, we haven't sort of done this one there. So, where we want to drag the boss...
That was the phasing knockback, right?
Yes, that was the phasing knockback. We got to the phase. Okay. So let me explain what happens here. So that one, if we just quickly wipe so I can res and stand in different places.
Watch your sterilization generator soon.
Yeah. Correct. Yes. This is what allows both teams to move separately. But I got to sort of talk about where the boss needs to go to make this work, okay? So Char, I'll just talk about where you need to sort of move the boss to make the red team. Again, it's a bit tricky depending on who's got who's which team at that point. Okay, so where we want the boss, so sort of the gate is kind of like sitting in this corner sort of here. I want the boss, like as soon as the polarity shifts, you know, we're trying to get the boss sort of up here. So if you're blue and the tank is red, it's a bit frustrating because the red tank sort of needs to drag him up as far as you can get, but then stay on the correct side of him for the knockback. I might just, Saloon, are you able to drop the gate slightly further back so it's like there, but same angle?
Of course.
Same angle, like you're trying to hit the same spot, but just like drop it. Yeah, that'll. Can you actually drop it from sort of like here, like a little bit more towards the center?
Center?
Yeah, so where I am jumping, like if you cast from there and that's where the origin is, as far as you can get, is that going to be a distance problem?
That will cost extra, but should be fine.
Okay, that works. All right, so yeah, so what we're trying to do is get the boss on the nipple, right? As soon as that last polarity switch happens, again, it will be a little bit difficult if the tank is a red tank, so we'll just have to move carefully through and hope we don't get screwed by RNG there. But hopefully I should be finished with the party pack at that point and I can just drag him up there. Because it doesn't matter who gets stacks at that point. So if the tank is here, essentially if the orange team are here, you get knocked back this way, and you want to try to hit the gate in the air if you're really fancy about it. But otherwise, if you get knocked directly back, then you can just immediately run forward and you guys take the gate. The blue guys, if you're a ranged person, you're trying to land on the middle conveyor belt. So you want to sort of just have a very shallow angle and just try to, with your ass, again, standard WoW knockback rules, get knocked towards your ass. So blue team get knocked range onto this conveyor belt. Melee, you want to sharpen your angle up a bit because you guys are trying to get knocked up onto the outer conveyor belt, or as close as you can get, okay? So melee get on the outside, range blue are on the inside. Once we're actually on the conveyor belt, because the boss jumps about here, the blue melee need to get up above him, and so the red melee and the red range can sit below him. Yeah, so it's really important. You can't let the conveyor belt slide you through as a blue player, because you'll just run straight into the red guys. You have to actively run against the pull. But we want blue on top and red on the bottom. So that's that transition. Yeah, and there's not a lot of time between the polarity switch and the thing. So Shah, if you're tanking at that point, as soon as the foot bombs are done in that round, get him moving up towards nipple. Like as soon as nipple is clear, get the boss up here. Yeah. So that you're moving sort of early. It'll be after that. I think there's a set of beams. And get him here, and that way, once the polarity switches, it doesn't matter which one of us has aggro. We can make sure we're standing on the correct sides. Because it doesn't matter who has aggro in the intermission. It's irrelevant because he doesn't have a table at that point. Yeah. So that's how the knockback sort of thing works there. So the idea is red team gets knocked into the gate. And blue team get knocked separate, and that way we don't take each other out while we're flying through the air. And this is why I'm saying please don't take the gate earlier, because your debuff will be up and you won't be able to take it in time. And you'll have to just run with your legs, which isn't great. All right. Can I please have mastery buff up, Shaman? Thank you. Yeah. So let's try to get to that point again so we can actually practice the knock now that people have sort of seen it. And we're more than on track for damage, guys. Like really just, at this point, just focus on learning the dance. Polarity, go straight to polarity position, don't wait around. Pack your last on stealth.
Oh, I'm stunned. I can't get the bomb.
Sonic Baboon, stay away from lines.
Yep. That was not good. Well done, guys. Nope. Okay, wipe it up, go again. Wipe it, go again.
Somebody's got a message.
Activate inventions. Sonic Baboon.
Oh, I got the screw up and a bomb, so that's fine. Yeah, gotta watch those scrubs, guys. I know it's tough, but yeah, really gotta not tunnel vision this one if you're a range player, particularly on the first one. Like, because you can't sort of make an educated guess on the first one because it's everyone. And you can just go straight out there, guys. Like, as soon as you've got your polarity assignment, you can pretty much start backing up. You know, you obviously got to watch for your foot bombs, and so don't go too far. But you can start like getting into pre-position with your polarities.
I think what it was they took the conveyor belt too soon, so they actually ran out of space and then looped around.
Yeah,
Back
no,
into the group.
Yeah.
So you just need to wait a little later. I think
Sure.
is what happened.
Sure. Well spotted. Oh, my head's about to explode. Okay.
Hey, Theo.
Yeah.
For science, can you grip someone of the opposite polarity across the entire room towards you?
3, 2.
I had a pretty
Jesus with them.
Polarities. Oh, it's being suspiciously consistent, which bothers me. Pack your third on X. Why is the boss on me? I didn't taunt him, he just chased me.
Oh, you absolutely did taunt him. It's insane in the chat.
Oh, did I? I told him at the start. Mine wasn't on cooldown when he chased me, though.
I taunted, Char taunted, then you immediately taunted afterwards.
Oh, did it? Okay. That's so weird. Mine wasn't on cooldown. I don't have it in the chat. Do you have the timer?
It's add-on. I'll screenshot it.
Oh, okay. No, that's right. Just wipe it up, guys. Quick wipe. Just jump into him.
Theo, do the thing.
It's too late.
Screw up soon. Son of the Boom soon.
Yeah, if I call for a wipe, guys, just jump off the edge. Don't like waste time.
Late again. We didn't even get that phase, did we?
Yeah. The bomb was waiting for you.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, I must have fat fingered it. Okay.
I need little doors closing or something to let me know that it's ready to go.
You came after the wipe was good.
Oh, did it? Okay. I thought it was. I can't make this.
Can I have
fucking text any
Shaman
bigger.
and Evoker?
Mate, just relax, okay? There's only one of me. There's like 9 of you shamans.
9. Jane, we good?
It's not a problem with evokers. It's a problem with everyone that has ever played shaman.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Choices generator soon. Blue.
Clarity.
Quick blasters soon. Bowman coming.
What pack is?
First diamond.
Turned force. Son of the Boom soon. Stay away from lines.
Guard blue side, please, not down the middle. You're blocking me. I will be the one who moves him in that one, so just, you need to get out of my way, not the other way around.
What should you mean to grab my bombs?
Definitely not.
Just standing on it when it's full.
No.
Larry,
Yep.
It's alright, it was on time.
Move him back slightly, Shell, when you get your aggro.
You can get it.
Oh, what colour were you already?
It doesn't matter, there's too many people dead. Wipe it up.
Yeah.
I had Star, but someone got it, or am I not doing Star?
No, it looks like he had stuff.
Okay,
But yeah, might have got flipped on the way through. There's a few dead bodies around.
Yeah, cool.
I'm not sure if it displays for everyone, but it shows the polarities when they're dead still in the health bars.
Oh, I can't see that on my bars.
Yeah, no, it's too much to look at. And I'd rather him not like die because he's desperately trying to look at a small thing on a bar. There was like 6
What I
people
might
dead.
do, if I have to be-res one of you, is I'll walk out and do it, and then just wait a second so I can get off the spot where you're going to res, just in case.
Yeah.
That's easier than like trying to work out a colour and then wait for a DPS to do it.
Oh, I mean like actual
Off spot? But yeah, just got a blue side again. When you guys are running over, can you please stay closer to your conveyor belt? Like red side just have fucking nowhere to stand at the moment. You guys are just taking up a lot of room. And so when you come through the gap, blue side should be aiming to sort of run down the outside edge here, not straight through the center, because then red has nothing. You're blocking us off real bad. Clarity. Get ready for screw ups. Pack your third on X.
EO.
Stay away from lions.
I call it the green noise.
Coils soon.
What's
your
your
blasters
blasters?
soon.
You love the kill rate 20%.
Bowman coming.
Guys, I will continue to move him. There you go. Now you can get in blue. Oh, crap. That's my bad. Alright.
2 bombs.
Wipe it up. Go again. Yeah, 2 bombs going off like that is pretty much the only thing that's going to like instantly murk us. So
I purposely went through and just clicked a whole bunch of shit for my weak aura to fuck it, and then I've managed to fix it in that last 2 pulls. So I don't know how yours isn't fixed pack.
yeah, I as I said, I'm suspecting maybe there's a problem with his anchors or something, and like it's like anchoring to the wrong part of the spread or something like that, rather than the actual undermine ones.
That Team Liquid Aura updater thing that instantly fixed it.
Yeah, does that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that an add-on that you've got packed, like the code and everything?
It would be worth a try.
But I can see lure errors going through like all of my weak auras at the moment. I think I'm just gonna get rid of every weak aura. I'm just gonna like completely fucking purge it and redo it. Something's completely fucked in there.
Okay. Anyway, no, that's all good. So we heard that was all good. All right, last pull, guys. Let's just try to make it a good one and get to the knockback again. Clarity. Get ready for screw ups. Pack your first on diamond.
Thorned bush. I'm out. Activating inventions soon. Let's keep the burn soon. Stay away from land.
I call this the green noise.
Watch your skies soon.
Love the kill rate 20%.
Bomb incoming.
Something
Stay up soon.
Scrubs, yep, you should already be out there, guys.
Activating inventions son of a boom.
Everyone make sure you're on your tanks or just behind them. You shouldn't be spread out here, guys. Get stacked.
Stay away from land.
Polarity switch.
Bomb incoming.
Oh! Please don't jump. Char, you need to pull him back off that conveyor belt. The red have nowhere to stand.